Hi everyone, and welcome back and welcome to my new subscribers as well. So today what we are going to do is we are doing a contact what's going down. So as always, this is one that's been requested on Instagram. If you haven't found me on there, come find me. It's mysticlovetarot. There's a collective reading post and you can just go and have your say on that and say, see what videos that you want. If I can run them for the collective, then I will do. So this one, a few of you have requested it. You're all at different stages. Some of you, your person is someone that you've been dating that hasn't texted you back. Some of you, it's a person, your person and it's been like 6 months or 3 months or 4 months and you haven't heard from them. So you're all at different stages, but because this works on the strongest mutual energy between you all, we're going to do it regardless of times, etc, etc. So deck number 1 and deck number 2, this is my new Dame Darcy deck. If you haven't seen Dame Darcy, she's my favourite artist. So this, well, one of my favourite artists, I shouldn't say that really, should I? This is her old deck and this is her new one. It's an Alice in Wonderland one and I am totally in love with it. It come today and I just bond with decks straight away. Number 1, number 2, so pick your deck. My guide says can you go from where your solar plexus is pulling you, so that is 2 inches above your belly button. Go for that pull, and I'll see like years of yellows and oranges coming towards the deck. So number 1, number 2, think about your person as well and where that pull is taking you, and we'll think about the contact and what's actually happening. Some of you are feeling quite pissed off with the situation as well, I'm hearing, which is not surprising. So can you get me into my collective energy of those that have picked deck number 1, please? So as always, because there is no such thing as time in the higher dimensions, it is irrelevant as to when you watch this video. That's how psychics can tap into the past, present and future, because there's no such thing as time for us. It's living quite confusing when you're having different out-of-body experiences, but it's good for collective readings. So, number 1, okay, think about your person. Can I get into the strongest mutual energy of their person, please? Can we get into their person's thoughts, feelings, energy, emotions and thought processes? And can we get into the possibilities, probabilities, choices, chances and changes of their collective with deck number 1, the contact. And can you pull out the strongest mutual energy between everyone watching? One more. Okay, first of all, I'm just going to show you this one. This is one that's jumped out for you as a collective that have picked this deck. You are in fear that this situation is like it's come to a standstill, or it's kind of, you're feeling chained to it and you're chained to what's actually happening. You're feeling that the person is more in control of the situation than you are, but you are feeling chained towards this person. You're feeling stuck about moving forward, not sure what to do. That's just your current energy. That's where you are at the moment. I just thought I'd show you that before it come out. Okay, can you give me how many do you want? My guide is setting 6. That seems quite a small number, so let's go for it. 1. He might just be talking about the bottom row. He is talking about the bottom row. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6, that's your energy, and 4 for the top one. 1, 2, 3, 4, right, and overall 2. Thanks. Okay. So what is happening at this point in time? You are feeling very, very stuck by the situation. You're feeling that you can't move forward because you're feeling like you're holding on to this person and you're kind of waiting for something to happen. Again, it's irrelevant of when this person last messaged or etc, etc. It's irrelevant because you're all at different points of view. So at different standpoints, sorry. So you're feeling very trapped by the situation. You're not sure whether you can move forward or not. You're feeling tied to this person, as I was saying over here. You're trying to move forward. You are focusing on yourself, but you kind of you feel like the sun is setting, and you can't grab a grip of what the next day is going to bring. And every night that you're going to sleep, you are hopeful that something new is going to happen the day after. And then when it doesn't, you're feeling disheartened, and you're feeling fed up, and you're feeling like, come on, this needs to get moving, this needs to get shifting. At least just send me something or anything. This person has kind of gone away for the time being with the Six of Swords. They've had to go and sort their head out a little bit. Some of them have been quite stuck as well by the situation. Some of them have been feeling that they have had moral obligations to be with you, or to text you, or to get in contact with you. But the reason they're fighting it is all these kind of fears. Plus, some of you, again, I'll say some of you because you split up into multiple groups within this. Some of you have had quite bad arguments. Some of you have had drunken arguments. Some of you, the water has just kind of spiraled. There's been a few big waves of emotions going between the two of you, and it feels as if majority of you, your person has just kind of sliced and either ghosted. Now that's majority of you, that's not all of you, but majority of you, your person is kind of ghosted. They're on the way on the ship back towards you, but these fears is what's kind of navigating your situation at the moment. You're feeling stuck, you're feeling confused, you're feeling that you're trying to move forward, but every time you move forward, you're doing 2 steps forward, 3 steps backwards. Your person is currently having a period of rest. They're trying to weigh up their emotions, weigh up the decisions. They are hurting too, with the 3 swords coming down from the top and poking them in the eye. I'm being told that foresight is panicking them as well, because they can see that you and them can move forward together. They can see that you and them have got this future and this development of your relationship, but that is what is panicking them as well, because a lot of them have been hurt in the past. A lot of them have got abandonment issues. A lot of them have got insecurity issues. A lot of them are quite jealous as well, actually. But these 3 swords are kind of coming down, poking them in the eye. They're trying to see the future, but the future scares them equally. So they're having this period of rest, and that is why there is no contact. It's fears. Fears are what is kicking their ass and kicking your ass too. They're weighing up the choices and the decisions at the moment. Both of you are clinging on to the situation, with the 4 of Pentacles being on both sides. You're both clinging on to it. You're both wanting it to move forward, but it's just these fears that are kind of coming up between the two of you because of the past, because of and that's not just, if this is just someone you've met and they haven't texted you, they've got issues from their past that's kind of flagging up as well. But you are both clinging on to the situation. So even though it feels like nothing is actually happening, there is more going on than what you feel. You're just not aware of it. They're also saying to me, Spirit saying 444 with the 2 4s on this side. They're bringing the other 4 down into my energy with you've got the 4 of swords here. So you've got a 4, 4 and a 4. Means things are happening behind the scenes. That's majority of you. Things are happening that you are not aware of, which means that contact can come in. There isn't a timing for this, because you are all at different stages and you're all at different sets. If you wanted to look at your timings, we could do it in personal readings. Majority of you, I'm hearing, I'll throw out the timings that Spirit are giving me, because you are all set in different groups. Some of you it is 2 weeks, some of you it is 6 to 8 weeks, some of you it is 4 months, some of you it is 8 months to a year. But that's all different varieties of you. Now, if you're saying to me, oh, Ali, it's been a year and I haven't heard from them, don't panic. They will always, if it's a divine relationship, they will always come back towards you. So I've often not had contact for like 36 months, 2 years, etc, etc. So don't panic about it. It's just where it is. But that is why you're feeling stuck as well, because you want to try and move forward with your life and you're just feeling like you can't at the moment because you're clinging on to hope. Your person is thinking of getting back in touch with you. They are feeling stuck by the situation, but their heart-centered emotions are pulling towards you. So what's going to happen is they're going to have a tower. Here is the tower and the 10 of swords. So a situation is going to occur in their life with these 2 cards, which is going to bring them back towards you. Now, it could be a situation to do with anything. If you are a third party, this could be a breakup with the person that they are with. If you are not a third party, this could be something to do with family. It does feel to be more people orientated than than career or health, or it feels more to be people orientated that this tower is going to happen. So it could be something with family, it could be something with friends, it could be something with you. Anything along those lines, this tower moment is going to be happening, and that is going to be the draw back towards them. So they're going to get back on this ship, and they're going to turn around and they're going to come towards you. They'll be acting on passion. They will be needing you as well. Please keep your cool with them. Please don't text them, over text them, etc, etc. If this is someone new and you're like, Ali, I don't understand this, it's still the same principles. It's the strongest mutual energy. So the Tower will be something that happens in their life, and they will seek that kind of escapism from you, rather than, and comfort, both, yeah, all of you seeking comfort from you, because you have often been their go-to, and if it is someone new, you will become their go-to. They'll just try and escape the situation, but they are thinking of messaging at the moment. The heart-centered emotions are pulling them forward, but they are just pressing pause on it themselves. So it's going to take this Tower moment to happen for this kind of contact to come in. They are realising how strongly they feel about you. Again, irrelevant of who your person is, they can see that they have got a future with them, and that is what is scaring them. But when this Tower hits and this situation happens, there's also conflict with whatever human person situation this is. There's going to be conflict involved in that, and once that happens, that is when they're going to get on the ship, come back towards you, because these fears are suddenly going to subside, because they're like, oh my god, I need you, oh my god, I want to speak to you, oh my god, I need to kind of get away from this situation. Some of your people will be taking you away as well, I'm hearing. I've just heard Skegness, which is a bit weird. That's somewhere in England, so one of my British fans, one of you is going to Skegness. It feels like that. It feels like you're more British than different country. So Skegness. So that is basically what is going to happen. This Tower's going to hit. They're going to make moves back towards you. They are going to be navigated on passion. Again, if it comes over as more of a sexual messages, please do not panic. That is just the way they are trying to escape the situation, escape this Tower moment that is going to go on. The Tower moment is going to give them a massive realization about how they feel about you, what their emotions are towards you. They will still be a little bit running away with it all, because they are frightened. So just go gentle on them, go easy on them. Try not to throw your emotions on them, because if you do that, it's possible that they will run again as well. So just go gentle, go at their speed, let them come to you. Yeah, so your contact within this group, you're all at different timings. It is coming for the majority of you. Your collective energy is, yes, the contact is coming once this Tower moment hits. And again, some of you, this Tower moment is just going to be them having a wake-up call, I'm hearing as well. So just be aware of that. Let it flow, let it grow. Try to release the situation in the best way you can. You can do that by releasing meditations. You can letting go meditations. Letting go and moving on are two separate things. To let a situation come back towards you, you need to release it to some extent. So any releasing meditations and things like that will help you do that. Cord cutting as well, I'm hearing etheric cord cutting. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Google it, YouTube it. There's also, some of you are also in need of a bit of a cleanse of your pineal gland. I have mentioned this before. If you're getting quite a few headaches, can you please cut out fluoride? Because what's happening is you are taking in the fluoride and you're getting false information and thinking that, you're thinking of the situation, and then you're magnifying it and you're turning it into your worst nightmare, and none of it is actually based on fact. And that is a lot of you, some of you, because your pineal gland is blocked. So if you can try cut out fluoride just for a week, have some natural spring water, follow your intuition, follow your guidance, also some coloured lights coming down towards you. So I know I spoke in the live feed about sending colours to people. You can send the colour to yourself. So if you go into like a meditation state, go in a relaxed meditation state, imagine you're walking into this big room and see all the colours lined up on the floor, and say to yourself, go where I need, take me to where I need the colour, and go and see which colour you stand in, and then swamp yourself in that colour light. You can wear it in everyday clothing, you can do your nails in that colour, etc, etc. Not boy, well, some boys might, but yeah, so that will help you as well. It's just about clearing your energy, because you're taking on information that isn't necessarily specific and correct to your case, and that is building fear, and that is building the chain, and that is building why you are stuck in the situation. So release, cleansings, yada yada yada, everything else I've said. And that's step number 1. So yeah, it's pretty good, contact's coming. You're all at different stages, but try not to panic. Let's do my new one, deck 2. What are we on, 1420? God, I was talking for ages then. Can you get me into my collective energy of those I've picked deck number 2? So, as always, if you just tapped in, tuned in, turned on, we're working on the strongest mutual energy between you all. So it doesn't matter whatever your situations are, because you're going to go with the strong energy. The cards will pick up on the strongest energy. So it doesn't matter if it's someone new, doesn't matter if it's someone old, doesn't matter if it's someone you met yesterday and they haven't texted you back, etc, etc. Okay, can you think about the person that you want to do the reading for? Let me get into their collective's energies. 2. Use my new deck. 3. 4. Oosh. But we had a block then, we're alright. Can you get me into the thoughts, feelings, energy, possibilities, probabilities, choices, changes of deck 2's collective energy? 1, 2. Okay. Oh, one more. 3. What's that song? God. When the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in. Song for you. Looks like there's going to be movement with that song. 1, 2. So we're going to get 5 cards for the bottom, which is what we did with deck number 1, I think. And then we're going to do 4 cards for the top and 2 for the outcome. Oh, I love this deck. 4, 5. When the saints come marching in. That's interesting. You got the Tower as well. Don't panic, don't panic. It's their energy, not yours. Deck 1 had exactly the same. 3, 4, and 2 for the outcome, 1 more for the outcome. So let's find out what is going on. So this Tower is what has already happened to you. Okay. Different context from deck number 1, Spirit just said. Okay, so this is where you are feeling, well, you're not feeling like this at the moment, but a tower moment or a tower, a full-on tower has hit and everything is kind of collapsed around you and you're trying to find your footing now, and it's to do with the situation. Majority of you, it's to do with the situation. Some of you have got external factors as well going on that has caused this tower moment, but you have Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall, and you're feeling like your head is just like exploding at this point in time. There's a lot of thoughts going around your head. One moment you're like, yeah, I'm cool, and the next you're like, not so cool. I'm actually quite upset about the whole situation. But what is coming on is that you are standing in your power, even though you're feeling isolated and alone at the moment. You've been trying to get on top of your emotions and you have done a really, really good job of it. And you have, majority of you, kind of sliced the situation out of your life because of the Tower, because you have been hurt by the Tower. And you're now trying to balance out your energies. You're trying to see the bigger picture. And even though you are upset, because she's crying on both of these, you're actually finding your inner strength. Spirit are saying there is always reasons why these things happen, and there are always lessons that need to be learned. So the majority of you, there has been a reason for this occurring. Some of you are stuck in a cycle that this has been going on a long time, and that is why the Tower moment has happened for some of you. Some of you, the Tower moment has happened for you to kind of realise your own strength and your own abilities, and to understand yourself and get to know who you are more as a person. And some of you, it's kind of not even to do with you, it's to do with your person that the Towers happen. For they have got lessons, that's my guide. For they have got lessons as well. So your person is currently in retreat mode. And they are clinging on to the situation still. They are feeling a little bit like a rabbit in headlights. Is this the caterpillar that blew out the smoke? It is. Feeling a little bit like a rabbit in headlights. They're kind of seeing what they want to see with the situation, I'm hearing as well. And while they're trying to put the pictures together of what's actually happened, some of them don't even know what's happened. They've just kind of freak out. They don't understand why. But they're trying to put it together, and they're trying to put the pieces of the jigsaw together, and they're clinging on to the situation, so they do still want this to move forward. They're heavily burdened by things at the moment. Here's your Knight of Pentacles. Heavily burdened by things at the moment. They are being guided by their intuition, however, and you need to be guided by yours as well. The full moon on this is standing for new beginnings. You might feel that they are doing a runner at the moment, but they are going to be running back towards you once these fears and these issues kind of resolve over. Now, you keep doing what you are doing, keep standing in your power, keep standing strong. There are issues with family with a lot of them. I'm hearing, with some of, translation error. There are issues with family with some of you watching this, and now that can be your family, that can be their family. But it is going to be moving forward. The situation is moving forward, and they will be running back towards you rather than running away from you with the full moon in the background. These shadows at the moment, these fears that are going on around them, it's the hand thing. Have I got a shadow? It's like mine is a normal hand, but on the shadow, it can be a claw. You know, that is how they're feeling. They are putting the pieces of the jigsaw together, and these little hands, these little thoughts, these little feelings are turning into these massive claws and freaking them out. So that is another reason why some of them have cut the contact off. They are watching you and being told to tell you. They are laying their weapons down as well. So if you've had a big argument or anything like that, they're getting ready to lay their weapons down. Some of them are going to get in contact with you and act as if nothing has happened. Some of them are going to get in contact with you and ask you if you are going to a social event or something like that. Some of that is February. I just heard really clearly. I just heard it. Oh God, what was that? This is when they give me songs when I do this. It was something like dance for me. So that's to do with the social event. Majority of you, that's the social event that's kind of going on, and there will be a need for dancing. That's it. Most of that is in February, March time. So majority of you will hear from them before then. That's not all of you that have got the social event, that's just some of you, but you need to be aware of it. They are on the way back to you with the Knight of Pentacles. They're making slow and steady movement. They're focusing on family. You've got the irises on this for the bridge to the other side, for the communication to kind of come in. The three irises, they're being drawn to. That is the heart, that's how it is. Spirit is saying that the three irises are symbolising the heartbreak that they are feeling as well. You are echoing onto one another, but they have got, pride has kind of come before a fall. They're letting pride stand in the way at the moment, and they're not quite ready to suck it all up. Some of you will hear from them in the next couple of weeks. Some of you actually will hear from them in a day or two. But if failing that, there's social events around February, March time that the majority of you will see or hear from them from. Some of you, there is a birthday party. If you do not get invited to that birthday party, please do not panic. Again, that's your collective mutual energy. Some of you, it would just be 6 months in total as well. So you're all at different timings, you're all at different parts. But the point is, they are on their way back to you. You're standing in your power. Keep looking after you, keep focusing on you, gathering your strength, getting ready to ride the line with courage, gather your strength. Things are shifting, things are moving, trust in the process, I'm being told to tell you. They are feeling like a rabbit in headlights, and you are actually standing quite strong in your power. You're just feeling isolated and alone and surrounded by memories, but you're doing really well. And please don't fight how you're feeling. You know, if you're feeling shit, it's okay to feel shit, it's okay to have a bad day. Try not to fight it. You know, if you're having a bad day and you're trying to manifest, just leave your manifestations for another day. You know, we all have bad days, so don't let it get to you. Ace of Wands, passionate new beginnings. So contact is coming as well for deck 2. You're all at different timings. You are feeling low. There's towers here, but you're kicking ass, and your person is actually feeling worse than you. So some of you will go, I don't feel really bad. Your person is feeling worse than you. And that's deck number 2. So it's all coming, it's all shifting. I love this deck. World card at the bottom of it for you. A lot of you, that'll be union. Some of you, that's the ending of the cycle of no contact and the beginning of a new one. Okay, so if you want to book a private reading, just email mysticlovetarot@gmail.com. I love you all, and I'll speak to you soon. Lots of love. Bye.